everybody, welcome to the Circle Soul. My name is Gladys and this is your elemental reading for the next 2 months. If you understand what these readings are about, please go ahead and go to the timestamps and choose, and you can skip this. But for those who don't know what I'm trying to do here, here's a little intro for you. The zodiacs are divided into 4 elements: earth, air, water and fire. Earth is Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus. Air is Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. Fire signs are Leo, Sagittarius and Aries. And water signs are Scorpio, Pisces and Cancer. So what I'm doing with this is to help to give you the option of using the elements to make your choice. Now, I've made combinations of all the elements, all the possible combinations of 2. They are not just one element. If you know your birth chart, you can choose on the basis of your birth chart. Like, say, if you know you have a lot of earth and air, you would choose earth, air. But you might not know your birth chart. In that case, you can choose on the basis of what you feel you are most like. So your sign, your birth sign, so in my case Capricorn, and maybe I think I'm very fiery, so I would choose earth, fire. I might feel like I have a combination of an earth and fire, earth and air, so I would choose earth, fire and earth, air, so just be creative with it. You can choose on the basis of what you know about yourself, what you know about your chart, what you are like, what elements you relate to the most, or you can choose on the basis of how you are feeling right now. Because sometimes I, and it's an earth sign, might be being very passionate. So if that's the way, I might say, okay, this quarter, I'm choosing water and fire, because that's how I'm feeling. So those are the different options you can choose from. And but have fun with it. Just go with what your gut is telling you. Make your choice, and I hope that the reading helps you. I really enjoyed doing these. I felt they were really powerful, and I just want to say one more thing. I think that all the people watching this, there's significant change happening. It's like a lot of healing and a lot of breakthroughs, and it's really beautiful. I thought the readings were really lovely. The lovely stuff came up to work on. Okay, so you can go ahead now and make your choice. Welcome back, water, fire. Let's see. Beneath the deck, you have the 7 of Wands, standing up for yourself. So, water, fire, I'm seeing a lot of pain here, or at least healing of pain. There's a lot of swords. And swords can also talk about mind matters, like you being the cause of your own pain, your own negative thinking, Let's see though. In the near past, you have the 3 of Wands. This something you had hoped for didn't show up. It's like you worked hard towards something and it didn't show up in the way you anticipated. Water, fire. That doesn't mean it won't. And I feel that there's a lesson in that for you. So don't give up. Whatever we go through, there's something that gives us, we learn from, and that's our CV, our life CV, but we'll see when we get clarifiers. I'll see what the message is. You have the Queen of Swords in the reverse here at the center. I feel this is talking about some kind of harsh words or spite or some kind of game playing. You might be dealing with an air sign or someone who shows those qualities, or like there's a spiteful energy at the center. I'm not sure if it's yours. Now, you get that with the Nine of Swords, and this can be this causing you sleepless nights. For some of you, water fire, there are some words that haven't been spoken. It's like you haven't been able to speak your mind on something, and so you are holding it all in, and that's what's causing the sleepless nights. You get the Ten of Swords in the reverse, in what you need to think about. And I feel that's talking about, well, two things. The Ten of Swords does talk about the ending of a bad situation. It acknowledges that there was a bad situation and that that's over. However, with it here in the reverse, I feel like you are holding onto it with your mind. And it's easier said than done to let go of that. But it's good to be aware of it, because once we're aware, then we can start working on it. So maybe you need to think about, why are you holding on to this? Is it possibly because you felt, I'm feeling a strong sense of the throat chakra here for you, like you have felt choked, like unable to speak your truth. So think about that, water fire. Here you have the Four of Swords. It suggests to me that you're finding it hard to find that place of stillness. And, I would say that's okay. Just let's see when we get the clarifiers. I think that some guidance will come as to how you can do that. But I think that it's important to take the time out, even if your mind still is busy, because your mind needs to be trained to find moments of stillness, right? So even if you find it churning, even if you get 2 minutes in the 20 minutes of your stillness, that is pure stillness. Wow, it's so blissful that you kind of want to condition yourself to feel that more, So give it time. You get the Ace of Cups. There's hurt here, water fire. You've experienced a lot of hurt here. And I think that your lesson, I think you need for the next 2 months to have a lot of self-focus. But let's see what that means in practice, right? Here's the Seven of Cups in the reverse around you. And, I'm seeing it as an offer from Spirit to look within. I was saying earlier, these things are, whatever happens, it's part of our arsenal, or not even arsenal, it's our bag of tricks or our CVs. I feel like whether you feel it or not, this Spirit is offering you gold, is offering you, and the gold and the treasure is with what's within, to take the time out to look within, to keep, and if you've been doing that work, to keep doing that work, In the near future, you get the victory in reverse. And it might take a while for you to see victory, but also you might expect victory to look a certain way, But it doesn't have to be bells and flashes, bells and whistles. It can be your small little seeing a change in yourself, seeing a change in your circumstances, and holding on to that and valuing that. You get okay, we'll come back to that. You get the Ten of Cups in the reverse. This is like the Happy Families card. I feel, water fire, you are on a lone journey at the moment, and that's okay. You could be doing a lone journey and be with others, but there's you're doing a lot of introspection, I feel, and that's all part of your healing. You get the Justice card in reverse. I think this is again saying that justice. Just take your time. You might be feeling out of balance, because I think you are on a journey of bringing something into balance, definitely within yourself. And your months ahead are the next 2 months is about standing up for yourself, standing for yourself, putting yourself at the center. I really feel that. I feel that this, don't worry too much about how justice plays out. That's, I think, a strong message there. In the near past, with you get two threes, you get the Three of Wands. No. This is Three of Wands with the Three of Swords. So whatever this was, I think has hurt you. This thing that didn't work out hurt you. But you're healing from that. And it could have hurt you because you put so much faith in it, And sometimes we are hurt more by spirit or by our perceptions of us, our failures, than by the thing that happened. It's our perceptions of it, kind of like turning it inward. So think about what that means for you. Like, how has this thing that didn't work out, what is the essence of that feeling that you're getting? What is the negative mind talk that you're associating with that? With the Queen of Swords, you get the Page of Swords. There's definitely this need. There's something that is not spoken with you, water fire. Well, there could also have been really harsh energy. There might have been harsh words, fights, a feeling of dishonesty, spite. But for some of you, there is this choked up feeling, I get, that you have not spoken your mind about something. With the Nine of Swords, you get the Ace of Cups. So this, whatever this hurt is, this mind talk, it's leading you to a new beginning in love. Some of you, there is a person, a love relationship showing up for you. Yeah, there is love here. You know what I'm thinking? I can see love instead of this. So you might be focusing on the negative thoughts, like thinking about yourself as a failure rather than looking at the lessons from this thing, and confronting what the essence of that is, that negative self-talk, what you are seeing in this so-called failure or heartbreak. But you can actually see the growth, the soul growth that's taken place. And I think that's a big lesson for you in the months ahead. But there's something that needs to be confronted as well. I'll come back to that if it doesn't resolve. So you get the Ten of Swords, which is the ending. Wow, you get the Tower in reverse and this Ten of Swords. It's almost like something ended but didn't. Like you are wanting to build a new foundation, but there's something holding you back. It might be in reality that's holding you back. There's something that's not resolved, that needs to be resolved. These words that need to be spoken. And they need to be, this whole thing, this central stuff here is telling me about self-love, like doing all of this with a loving heart, especially towards yourself, instead of the negative self-talk. Saying, imagining all kinds of possibilities. With the Four of Swords, you get the Crown. This is the Strength card. So maybe this is what this Four of Swords is saying. If you are battling with the going within and just stilling your mind, why not work with this particular Strength card? And I feel there's wisdom in this old crone. Maybe work with that and ask this crone here what they have to share with you, what messages they have, and see what comes for you. With the Ace of Cups, you get the Page of Cups. I can only say for you, water fire, is that you are needing to replace your negative thinking with a lot of a love for yourself, and innocent. You need to look at yourself with innocence. For some reason, you have been castigating yourself. And look at this page. This page is the picture of sweetness, right? Appreciating nature, doing their artwork, taking time out. And look at the big cup. The cup is almost as big as their head, right? And with the Ace of Cups in the reverse, there, look, that cup is turned this way. You need to be focusing on much more lovingly towards yourself. With the Seven of Cups, which is the same message, you have the Star in reverse. So don't be your own worst enemy, water fire. And I think, water fire, you also need to be looking at, there's another message here. I feel like there's a past energy that hasn't closed out. There's something that hasn't been closed out properly in something around you. Like, it could be a relationship, it could be a love relationship, it could be with family, it could be, but there's something unresolved. You are doing this inner work, but you tend to be hard on yourself, I feel. And maybe that's why there's a cycle that might not be. I just want to say it might not be in your favor at the moment, or something needs to be spoken about. Something needs clarity. Something needs clear words for the cycle to end. So that's the one message I'm getting. There's something that's around that needs sorting out. But there's also this thing of, and they could be the same thing, there's also at the same time this way you are towards yourself. How you maybe turn things into negative, whereas you can see a positive. And comes back to the standing up for yourself. Even this is about standing up for yourself. That is about standing up. And certainly this. In the near future, you get the victory card with the Three of Cups. So I feel like you don't have to rush celebrations. Victory doesn't have to involve lots of people. Victory can be the small things. Let me get another card for that near future. Mule. It says someone is extremely stubborn and unwilling to change. Wow, I can see how that could relate to these cards, right? You can think about if this relates to you or to someone else that's blocking this victory and celebration. You know, it could even be your determination to look at yourself in a negative light, or it could be determination to hold on to energy that needs to be let go of, or resolved in some way through speaking, through whatever it might be. And because, you know, and that's when the justice will turn in your favor, or even in the favor of both parties, whatever the parties are, whoever they are. This is beautiful because it talks about this. The sun came out for the previous group as well. So I think that this is talking about being patient. What I was saying for the previous group is maybe you need to be looking towards what is your wheel of fortune? What is a cycle? What is the ending, the completion of this? What does that look like? What does that feel like? What does it? what is the best possible outcome? What is you? And that's the way you show up for yourself. But what does this look like as well? You're standing up for yourself so that you lead yourself towards this fairness and this sunshine, this joy, this everything that you want, wish fulfillment, the cycle working in your favor. What does that look like? And then you work back from there to what does it take. And I think that what it takes is letting go of this. It's being your own best friend and letting go of these negative, destructive thoughts. And you have the Ten of Cups and the Four of Cups. There's this dreamlike quality in the near future. Let me just give this some thought. You know what I feel? I'm going to get a clarifier bud. Let's see. Oh, shit. You know, water fire, I feel like that's saying you're going through a cycle, right? It's a time of inner work. It's a time of maybe by the end of the cycle, it's not suddenly you're going to have happy families, but maybe it's about you looking at the treasures that Spirit is giving you through your lessons. And your lessons are very much, I feel, about self-love, about looking at the destructive thoughts you have, maybe even habits, but I'm thinking thoughts, and those can be habits as well, right? We get attuned to those. And look at the sun wanting to pop up here. The happiness and well-being, how beautiful. I think that's what you're working towards. But here's what I want to say. Your happiness and well-being is in the day-to-day, right? It's in every moment, every day, finding something to be happy about or seeing the things to be happy about, you know. And you get hit. It says here you'll be playing a different role. So maybe you are slowly, steadily changing this water fire. Trust that. And then that by the end of the cycle, maybe not by the end of the cycle, you'll start to see this change where you see the good that comes towards you and you take the opportunities that come instead of pushing them away. And you are able to see yourself as this entity on your own that is wish fulfillment, but towards a broader wish fulfillment with others. Sorry, what I mean there is I feel like you are on this personal journey, healing yourself, learning to love yourself, like, you know, unconditional love for yourself. And that's then opening you up to your dreams of that broader happiness with someone else or with others or in a group. But I feel like your work right now is this destructive thoughts and turning that around and being more self-loving. And that's the hard work. Okay, Waterfire, I'm going to leave it there. I hope this has helped you. I'd love your feedback, and I'll chat with you again soon. Bye. Welcome back, Air Water. Let's look at your messages for the next 2 months. Beneath the deck, you get the Seven of Swords in the reverse. So I think that some sneaky energy is making a way out of your space. Something that has been niggling is moving out. You get the Knight of Coins in the near past. So there's some steady person or situation in your life that has had an influence on you. But let's see. You have the Page of Wands in the reverse. No, this is the Ace of Wands in the reverse. you know what I'm seeing here? Maybe you have been working hard in a situation and you've hoped for, or have been waiting for an offer, maybe of a promotion or something. Yeah, and you know, you have the card of nostalgia here, emotional. You have an emotional connection to this thing, and just as an example, it could be being in a relationship for a long time and waiting for marriage kind of thing. Being in a job for a long time and waiting for a promotion, and your connection, you are there because of you feel it's a long, you've been with this person or group or whatever for a long time. There's an emotional bond that stretches way back kind of thing. You have the temperance in what you need to think about, and it's in the reverse. So what's out of balance here? Air, water, something is out of balance. And I think it's related to this Five of Cups. I feel you are look maybe in this particular situation looking at things through rose-colored glasses. So that's what I'm getting here. You have your energies, the Emperor in reverse. You know what I got is almost like this, whatever's going on is not giving you the opportunity to be an emperor, like the emperor of your own empire. And that could be managing, like, let's just say if you are an academic and you've been for a long time, but you never seem to get your chance to lead your own study or be in charge of a research team. It's like you're overlooked. That's the feeling I get. And you can apply this to love as well. Like maybe being in a relationship with someone who you want partnership with, and they have many partners. It's something like that. Could be that. And the question is, why stay in something that doesn't suit you? You know, it's not working for you. And I'm not saying that there's a problem with that. You need to ask yourself that question, because therein lies your solution, right? Knowing why can help you make a decision whether you stay or not in any case, right? Around you is the Three of Coins, and this is working on something with dedication, with love. This person is building something really beautiful, like a masterpiece, you know. And this is the card of working hard on something with someone, and maybe that's the reason you stay, is that you know that you've worked hard on something, and maybe you know that your reward is still coming, you know. Because this card in this position suggests this reward coming, you know, and maybe you feel that. So in the near future, you get this Knight rushing in with an emotionally fulfilling offer. So maybe there's some lovely news coming in, and I'd love to hear if that is the case. In the outcome, you get the Death card. Yeah, Death card in reverse. So, which suggests that this thing is not over. I'll come back to the advice with the other cards, the clarifying card. So, okay, you get the Justice card in the reverse beneath the deck. So I think you are waiting for justice to play out in your favor, and it seems to be a waiting game. These are both air. To me, this suggests that something negative is, you know, leaving. So this could have been you were in a relationship with someone who maybe you was married, or in a work partnership where you were constantly overlooked. And it could be because this other party, there was another party that was maybe selling you down, selling you short. But there's a sneaky energy that was around, I feel, that is beating a hasty retreat is what I get, which is wonderful. You might not see the justice, or you might want justice to show in a certain way, but don't worry about how justice is served, is what I'm getting for you, air water. With your Knight of Coins, you get the Six of Coins. So there's something really steady in your life that's been provided you with a lot of balance. That's what I would say. And maybe that's why you're staying. You see the value of it, even if you haven't been given the promotion or haven't been got the outcome that you wanted yet. I think you see the worth of this. With the Ace of Wands, you get the Knight of Pentacles in the reverse. So it does feel like it's been a slow journey, but there's something about it that feels steady for you. Maybe it's been too slow, and it's required a lot of patience. It is possible that you're running out of patience here, but you've stayed for a reason, you know. And let's see, here's the Seven of Swords again, and with the balance. You know, for me, that's balance and the Seven of Swords. And there's the Seven of Swords showing up again. Wow. So I almost want to take that back now, the Seven of Swords beating a hasty retreat. So this could be your energy, but it's also an energy of the sneakiness that is causing an imbalance. Because it's there, it's still present. Yeah, it is what it is, right? But it's important to be aware of it. Now you get this is what is so interesting in your, beneath the surface, you get the Five of Cups and the Five of Cups in reverse. And, you know, immediately I thought about what I'd said earlier is, so this can be crying over spilt milk, but it can also be looking at things with rose-colored glasses, I think is what I said. I think that this is really, really important for you, this Five of Cups, is what are you holding on to for, did you get the card of, for nostalgic reasons? And then maybe looking at those things through rose-colored glasses because of that promise from the past, that connection from the past. So think about that. And what is the Two Cups that is standing? What does the Two Cups look like? What does that fulfillment, that partnership, what does this balance look like actually? Very interesting. You get the Emperor with the King of Swords. And there's a need for truth-telling, to speak truths, air, water. I think this is saying you need to stand up for yourself, or you need to put yourself forward. Put yourself forward for a promotion. Put yourself forward, I want to get married, or I want this or from you. I want to take this to the next level, or I want to move away, whatever the case might be. Putting yourself forward as the Emperor, like you need to stand up for the Emperor within, you know, to stand up for your rights, stand up for your role. And maybe sometimes people are not even aware of that because they don't know. But somehow I feel like don't hold on to things for the wrong reasons, is what I'm getting here. There is something in your life that's been very stable. Hold on to that. And that's the other thing about the Five of Cups, is being discerning, being able to say, this is worth it and this isn't. This is worthy and this I'm holding on to for nostalgic reasons. I think that's your big theme. Around you is the High Priestess with the Three of Coins. Is this, I feel like, yeah, there is this, I think your intuition is telling you that something is coming in, like some kind of reward or offer. So there is something worth keeping here, but there's also something that needs to be let go of. Then that's the energy that sneaks around or might appear to be in your interests, but isn't. And I think that your intuition knows. Well, our intuitions know. In the near future, there's this lovely offer coming in, it would suggest, that makes you feel, that revitalizes you, that makes you re-energizes you. Look at the lovely smile on the Queen of Wands, makes you feel confident, makes you feel up your sense of creativity. It gives it a boost. Advice: your truth-telling is the thing that brings down a foundation so that you can rebuild on a positive foundation. Whatever that means, I think this is linked to this. There's a need for speaking up for yourself. Maybe it's to this Seven of Swords here, this entity that is messing around, basically. But there's a need to stand up for yourself. And it's almost like you need to be, say, well, it doesn't matter where the chips fall, kind of thing, because this is me standing up for myself. Speaking up. If the tower needs to fall, the tower must fall. And that's what it suggests. The tower needs to fall. Whatever's shaky needs to come down. In the outcome, you get the Death card and the Green Man, which is the Fool. It suggests that something won't end quickly. That this is a slow, which comes back to that. There's a slow process. But allow it to unfold, and keep this energy, this thought of working on standing up for yourself and being discerning about what is for you and what is not for you. And I think you know, it's just that you need to now take action, and your action involves words. And that could be applying for jobs. It could be speaking out, writing a letter to a boss, or speaking out to a partner, whatever. And you get March. It flew out. I try not to be too predictive, but maybe March has significance for you. X showed up and tree. And to me, that's like cutting out the dead wood. And maybe that's what yours can be summed up as, cutting out the dead wood. And here it says, bird perched, waiting for news, package, letter. But maybe you are the one that needs to be speaking out. You are the news. Well, it looks like news is coming in, but you also, it's like two scenarios, no, not two scenarios, two themes here for you. One is about what's bringing something into you and what is being let go of. And it's like they're part of the same package. Whatever that means. If it's at work, there's a person maybe that's not in your interests, but there is the work, the job itself might be. In a relationship, there might be two partners, for example, or an aspect that's not working, or you staying stuck in a relationship for nostalgic reasons. But you're standing up for yourself, isn't saying you deserve better. And that releasing you to move forward with someone else, or get, justice working in your favor. Okay, air, water, I'm going to leave it there. I hope this has helped you. I'd love your feedback, and I will chat with you again soon. Bye. Welcome back, Fire Air. This is your reading for the next 2 months. Beneath the deck, you have the Chariot, so it's almost like all systems go. Something is ready to move forward, Fire Air. In the near past, you have something to do with studies. Maybe you took on a new course of study, something that you... No, this is the Page of Coins, did I say? You might be studying something. You might have started a new job that requires research, maybe studies. Maybe you're learning something new. At the center, you have the Queen of Cups. It's a lovely, lovely, beautiful energy of feeling self-satisfied, confident, emotionally confident, very loving, deeply intuitive, and it could. I think it's whatever you have started on, embarked on, is helping you be in touch with this energy within yourself. I feel this is a very, these cards there's something very stable around you. You're maybe becoming more at peace with who you are, is leading to some kind of stability around you. Stable family, stable work environment, but something very, really nice, really powerful. Sorry about this glare, but I'll just keep showing you the cards. You get the Knight of Wands in the reverse. What you need to think about, this is like rushing energy. So let's see when the clarifiers come. Just so I think that you don't have to rush with anything. You are in a nice space. The Chariot does speak about moving forward swiftly, but it doesn't have to be a rush. It's a steady pace, and it's with calmness and with balance, So maybe there was this rushing energy around, but something has brought stillness in your life. Don't be careful of this competitive energy around you, yours or others, and it could be yours and others. Be careful not to be pulled into petty squabbles, because don't let it take your serenity away. With the Eight of Wands, this can suggest, it does speak about communication of some sort. It's your energy. This is a Seven of Wands. Seven of Wands. It is the Eight of Wands. And it does talk about moving forward quickly. You might be tempted to, but I would also say this, let me see when I get the clarifiers, but this does talk about communication. It can also speak about making something concrete that was a dream, making it a reality, bringing something into reality, making something concrete. And around you is the Eight of Coins. I think it's related to this hard work, maybe even a partnership. You've been doing a lot of hard work, building something quietly and confidently, but painstakingly working on something. You get the Moon in the near future. I'm sensing healing. I think that in the next 2 months, look out for the full moons. There's one on Friday, around Friday, the 12th. Maybe work with the full moon, and I think that your guidance is working on the peacefulness that brings you, because I'm associating that full moon with this Queen of Cups. So don't allow anything to move you from... I just want to show you again this picture. It's like a calmness, a oneness with water and earth, because that Queen of Cups has part of them is on the earth. Part of that so they're stable and solid, and yet they are dreamlike. They have this dreamlike quality, but I feel it's more like with the moon there, an intuition. So work, I think that the moon is showing up to remind you to work with the moon. And you get the Page of Cups, which is another dreamy energy in your advice. You get this is the Ten of Swords in the reverse. I think it's about letting go of things that are unnecessary thoughts, unnecessary people, unnecessary squabbles. It's something like that. I'm looking forward to getting your clarifiers. Oh wow, a lot of healing going on. Oh wow, and the Chariot. Goodness me, how beautiful is this fire air? Whew. There's a lot of healing, and you are getting ready to go on a new journey, a journey where you are comfortable, maybe harnessing the forces of your creativity and your mental acuity, your intellect, harnessing those forces and moving forward with confidence. But you've done the work, I think this is really beautiful. In the near past, you get the King of Athames with the Page of Coins. So there's definitely, looks like there's something new thing that you're learning, something that requires study or reading, but you are determinedly working on this thing that requires the intellect, requires the books, but you're working on something. It doesn't have to be books, it could be other forms of knowledge, but you have been working on that. You are having resolved stuff about feeling like an outsider, and I think that, wow, you have worked on this a lot. You have faced things about maybe abandonment, about feeling left out in the cold, and you are, wow, you're building this person, this sense. You are enjoying the sense of emotional well-being. Hold on to that fire air. It's so beautiful, and you've worked for it. You've done the inner work. It's showing there as well, and you're building the stability. With the Six of Coins in the reverse there, it's almost like you've come to a point where you are creating your own stability, but you're also letting go of things that, look at this. It's like this Six of Coins can be about an even give and take, but it can also be about one person giving and others receiving. And it creates an imbalance. So you're letting go of things that are not for you, don't look like balance. And with the Chariot and the Chariot showing up, oh, wow, balance. You're moving forward now on something, on the next stage of your life, with confidence, with guidance, and I'm going to put it this way, God-given ability to manage the two horses, yin and yang, balance those forces going forward. It's a beautiful place that you're in. With this Knight of Wands, this in and out energy, you get the Seven of Athames. So this is something that you must look out for. Anything that makes you feel rushed, anything that feels sneaky, look out for that fire air. I'm not to feel that is guidance for you. I think that the main theme for you is staying centered in that you've worked hard for this Queen of Cups energy. Hold on to that. Don't let anyone take that away from you. And the way from this reading, what I'm getting is that these are the cautions. You look out for people that feel sneaky, or situations that feel like, my intuition's telling me something here, something that doesn't feel balanced, something that feels sneaky, something that feels like too much of a rush. It it ruffles your feathers. Let's put it that way. Yeah. Here in the unconscious is these fights, these unnecessary squabbles, which can set you emotionally back. Just watch out for them, because you have the Knight of Cups there, but the Knight of Cups even then is in the reverse. So just watch for those things. So here you have the Knight of Pentacles with the Eight of Wands, and what I was saying is making something tangible, bringing something down to earth, like a dream, like a wish, or like something you've worked hard on is bearing fruit in a very tangible way. It's taken its time, but it's so lasting. It's that's the thing with the Knight of Coins. It takes its time, but it has far-reaching consequences. And around you is this working hard on something and getting ready for the next step. The Two of Wands there. Can you see the Chariot leaving there? It's like that next step in a journey, but you've worked hard on that. And maybe it's a partnership comes in because of all of this, a partnership comes in and offers you this next step. Maybe your Chariot is that. And look at this. With the Moon, you get the Ten of Cups, like wish fulfillment, happy families. I really feel this working with the Moon is such an important thing for you. Maybe doing dream visioning, but there looks like there's something really beautiful coming in for you. Maybe with, the full moons are said to be about release. So get rid of stuff you need to get rid of. It opens the space, do that. Even the thoughts, these unnecessary people, do a ritual which allows you to release them. You release them to the moon, work with the full moons, let them be important to you, because I think they are guiding you to stay in touch with your intuition, especially in touch with this beautiful, serene Queen of Cups energy that you are embodying right now. And it doesn't matter how you identify, it's that Queen of Cups energy shown in that picture, in that card. Come back to the advice. So you get so this is healing. It's like a healing of this mental anguish. It's of things that stab you in the back. You are healing from that. And, tell yourself that never to return. Maybe that's what you are putting to the moon in your moon work. That thing is a phase from the past. It's over now. I release it. Whatever it is. It could even be something within the sneakiness. You playing games on yourself. This has been coming up a lot. Like an addiction or a habit, or like talking yourself down. Whatever it is. Wow. Fire, air, you've done a lot of work. Hold on to that. And then with your advice here, you get the Page of Cups with the Two of Cups. It's like you are offering yourself love, and that's showing up in the form of a partnership. Maybe you are moving towards a partnership because you've done a lot of the inner healing, and it suggests something really beautiful, true equal. Look, your Chariot cards. Two people who are guiding this chariot forward, pulling their weight, respecting each other. It's really lovely, and it doesn't have to be people. It could be another kind of partnership, but it looks like a partnership. And this partnership is stronger because of the sense of self. This Page of Cups is also innocent, not innocent, not naive, but has an open-heartedness, trusts. And it's like you're trusting in both partners, trust in each other, and because of that, this partnership is even stronger. So fire, air, really interesting reading. Let me see if I've drawn for the others from here. Chain of events that will affect your life. think it's the chain of events, is that healing of yours. And see, this finger, I think, wow, that would be 7, right? 5 and 2 is 7. But this is like saying, this is the Chariot, moving forward now. Okay, Fi, I'm going to leave it there. I hope it's helped you. I think it's a beautiful reading, and I wish you a wonderful 2 months ahead, and I will chat with you again soon. Bye. Welcome back, Earth Water. Sorry about the light. I will hold the cards up so that you can see them. Beneath the deck, you get the 2 of Wands. So there might be a partnership that you're concerned with. You might be at a crossroads as well. Earth, Water. Let's see. Okay. So in the near past, you have the King of Cups. These are lovely, quietude, confidence, person that is clear thinking. You know, the King of Cups is about being emotionally so strong that you are able to put up boundaries while still opening your heart. This king is in the water, but they know they are stable. The earth is right there, you know. You have the 4 of Cups in reverse, which is there's this what I'm getting is not looking a gift horse in the mouth, but let's see what comes up. And you have the King of Coins in the reverse here. So I'm curious here. There's this there might be 2 kings that are an earth and water sign in your life. A king is showing up in reverse, but I think this might be you battling with emotional connection to work, or feeling like torn between work and doing what you love, or work and love. Well, let's see as it unfolds. You get, this is the Hanged Man in what you need to think about. Maybe you are needing to look at this situation from a different perspective, and we'll think about that. We'll see what comes up. In your beneath the surface is this need to stand up for yourself, and I think you will. I think you need to be asking yourself, what does standing up for myself look like? What does my future look like? What does standing up for myself look like in terms of my future, my next steps? Really interesting. You get the page of Ace of Cups in the reverse. You're feeling a bit unsatisfied about something, Earth, Water. That's the picture I'm getting, a lack of satisfaction. Maybe because you're feeling like your work is not fulfilling, or something that was offered to you is not all it's cracked up to be. And you're the 3rd sign that gets the 7 of Cups in the reverse here around you. I'm getting all that glitters isn't gold. I think that you're being stuck, feeling stuck because you've had a lot on offer and you're not sure about what is the right offer, you know. But let's see. In the near future, you get the 7 of Swords, a sense of rest, 4 of Swords, maybe 7 of Swords, because why did I, restless energy. You might be feeling restless. Maybe that's what's going on for you. This 4 comes with this 4 of feeling bored, feeling things are not good enough, not knowing what to choose. That's the feeling that I get. But in the outcome, you get the 6 of Coins, which talks about like balance, something coming into balance, which is beautiful, right? So let's see what the clarifiers how they can enlighten us further. You get the 6 of coins, wow, beneath the deck. So right now you are feeling like something's out of balance, but you're definitely working towards balance. You're feeling like this. Maybe nothing you do is good enough. But it might just be because you're confronted with these choices and you're at this crossroads, earth, water. And don't worry too much. Here's this crossroads feeling again. Maybe you're at a crossroads with the King of Cups. Maybe you've been feeling emotionally satisfied, but something has come along to disturb that. Yeah, let's see. Clarifying the 4 of Cups is the 10 of Cups. So you are maybe being asked to dream big. This seems to be a recurring theme. It's the 10 of Cups. What does emotional satisfaction look like? What is it you want of spirit? And to put that out there, earth, water, what does that look like and feel like? Put it out. There's something you are getting in the way of the sense of security for you, of emotional security for you. And I think it's to do with finances. But you've also got this. I think there's something about your balance coming from marrying your income or what you put out there, this dream of yours. I think you want to feel satisfied you want an emotional connection with the thing that brings you money. That's what it is. And that's where your balance comes from. So start thinking about what that looks like. What does this emotional balance feel like for you and look like for you? And start visioning it. Start putting it down, writing it down. Start looking out for it. Those offers from spirit, even if they are stepping stones towards this thing that makes you emotionally fulfilled, pays you money to sustain you, gives you an income. Start thinking about that, earth, water. You have awakening, which is looking at things from a different perspective with the 6 of Cups. This is a card of nostalgia. So I think you are maybe maybe there's something from your past that is part of this dream, something that made you happy. Because right now I feel like you're not feeling the satisfaction. So maybe you need to, the feeling that I get for you, earth, water, is that you're trying to define what I don't like this talk of life purpose, right? Because kind of forces us into a mold. It's like there's something wrong with you if you don't know your life purpose. Goodness, sometimes just being on this earth is just the way we interact as part of why we are here, But what I'm getting for you is that you are feeling restless. You kind of sense this emotional satisfaction that you want to get from work. But I think there's something in your past, some feeling, something that you did that might hold the answers. So I feel like work with the Hanged Man and let the Hanged Man be the Hanged Man. I love using the Hanged Man, because the Hanged Man lies upside down. They're tied, which is what you're feeling maybe at this crossroads. But you can say, oh, why can't I get this right? Or you can say, oh, wow, let me just lie here for a while and look at things from a different perspective. And I think part of it is it's related, it's linked to this 6 of Cups. maybe it says here, I just took out this, it says owl and good advice from a wise person. So maybe there's someone in your past that you want to talk to, maybe someone who's left. So you know what I would say here? When you go to bed, use the Hanged Man. Ask this person, this owl person that is represented, you know, with the Six of Cups in reverse, it could be someone who's passed on. Ask them for guidance. Ask them to see what it is that they are wanting to show you. What is this thing that is calling you? This thing that marries income with passion, with love, something that you feel a connection with. And the Seven of Wands, here I feel the standing up for yourself is working with the Hanged Man and starting to narrow down. It's like you are being a detective in the 2 months ahead, narrowing down what it is that makes you happy. It's something that is not competitive. Definitely with the Five of Wands in the reverse, it's like that's not part of what you want. You want something that honors you and where you don't have to constantly be fighting. And you know that, and that's where, and I think that's where the standing up for yourself, standing your ground. It's putting yourself at the center. It's being clear about what your needs are. I feel like that's what this is about, honing in on what that is. You get with the page, the Ace of Wands, Ace of Cups, you get the Queen of Coins. So can you see again, it's this, I think you are feeling dissatisfied. You're wanting this where my cup is full and I'm financially well. I don't have to worry. I'm abundant. I have everything I want. I have nothing. I can enjoy my time just sitting because I am abundant. I'm full of abundance and material abundance, because the Queen of Coins is about that. So what I would say to you, Earth Water, is you're not feeling that. You're feeling the distinct lack of that. And the reason you are is because you are being urged to do this work, to do this detective work of what brings this about. And I think it's there waiting for you. That's your Two of Wands, this world that you are working towards. It's it's really beautiful. And you get the Hanged Man there as well. Around you get the Seven of Cups with the Page of Coins, also in the reverse. There's your cups, and there's something to do with water. Oh goodness, you're getting water and earth. There's something to do with water and earth. That's so important to you. Emotional satisfaction with material comfort. So this to me is saying that you will choose, you will make, you have all these options available to you. And I think that one option is the right one for you. You know, you have the Page of Coins there as well, like a new beginning, but it is in the reverse. It's almost like you are going to be called on to make a choice, but you need to do this inner work first, this interrogation. But around you is this urging. I think you're being pulled to your dreams, you know, pulled to your dreams. This page is magicking here, wanting to make something concrete, but at the moment it's still up in the air, and that's okay, you know, but you are being urged that forward. In the near future, you get you might struggle with this idea of the Hanged Man. Try not to. And you also might feel this restlessness. So I would say what is important is taking time out, is taking the breaks to still your mind. And this Hanged Man is really very important for you, even if you find it like irritating. And then you get the Page of Wands with the Knight of Pentacles as your advice. inspiration with a doggedness, a determination, and a willingness to do the slow but steady work. And this is part of the slow but steady work. Trying to clarify, you can do vision boards, you can do that, asking for guidance when you go to bed. You can do the interrogate, how do you look at things from a different perspective? What is that different perspective? You can do that in meditation, be the hanged man in meditation, and just see what comes up for you. But it's slow but steady, working towards this aha moment, I feel. Yeah. And then in your outcome, you get the Queen of Swords with the three of the Six of Coins. So to me, it's clarity comes. Six of Swords, the Queen of Swords is very clear. And this Queen of Swords is clear about what this looks like, what this abundance looks like, this even give and take, this almost like being in a position where you are able to share what you have achieved. This is like the Judgment card as well. It's like I think by the end of this cycle, the next 2 months, you will see this clarity, and you will see maybe things will look so much different. You'll be so much clearer. So right now, it's just the inner work towards this clarity for you, Earth, Water, and this marrying of emotional fulfillment with financial abundance. And I love that for you, Earth, Water. I hope this has helped. I will chat with you again soon, and I'd love your feedback. Bye. Welcome back, Earth, Air. Let's see what your guidance is for the next 2 months. Beneath the deck, you get the Page of Wands, a new beginning, a message of hope, a message of a new start, an offer of some sort. Lovely, lovely. Something inspirational coming your way. Maybe in the form of a being that comes to offer you something. In the near past, you get the Ten of Coins. Lots of joy and happiness. I think you've worked hard in building the stability, Earth, Air. There's this card of working hard on something, on building something, dedicating yourself to something. And look at it. This is a sculptor making a sculpture, something beautiful, something long-lasting, something that's heralds a new beginning kind of thing. Like working hard at something beautiful, And this also speaks about working with Spirit on something, your partnership with Spirit. You get the Nine of Cups. This thing is giving you a lot of emotional satisfaction. The Nine of Cups is also wish fulfillment, card of wish fulfillment. So you're in a lovely space. I see beautiful cards here. You 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 major arcana. So something big going on for you. Here's what you need to think about. The Emperor, it's in the reverse. This is your divine masculine, inner divine masculine. Doesn't matter how you identify, but there's something about it that is out of kilter. Maybe this is something you can be working on in the next 2 months. And the divine masculine showing upright is believing in your emperorness, in your emperor status, in your right to wield your sword, to sit on your throne. And I mean that in a positive way. It's believing in your in yourself. Let's put it that way. Believing in yourself. I think that sometimes you might lack self-belief. So think about that, Earth, Air, and make that be something you consciously work on. In your beneath the surface is this awakening. Maybe you have been willing to be suspended and let something be in a state of just letting, being guided. And I think that the state of suspension is leading you to some bright idea, some aha moment, or some offer coming in. You are ready to move forward now. And I think you know it. I think you are moving forward. You know that so you've got the confidence and the ability to move your chariot forward now with balance. To me, it's about grounding something. The chariot is flying off, but the chariot has wheels, meaning that it can also go on the earth. So it's about air and about earth. Those horses can also go on the earth. They are unicorns. They've got magic as well. So think about that. So you're ready to move forward on something, ready to move forward on, take this offer up, take up this offer. The only thing that can stand in your way is your own self-belief. Around you is the devil, ego. The devil talks about power and how we use power. So this could be this offer that comes in, but it could also be your energy and learning to hold this power constructively, to not be trapped by it, to not to know how to manage it, so that, in fact, to know how to manage it. Beautiful, really beautiful. Wise counsel in the near future. This offer could be from an institution, marriage, religion, religious institution, university, work, an offer, but it's something that's established. Maybe something traditional even comes in as an offer. Whatever that means to you, I think each of you will know what it is that you're waiting for. And then you get the 7 of Cups in the outcome. And I think that's beautiful in the outcome. It's in the reverse. And it's like you will choose the cup. There's a cup that's coming in, being offered to you. And you will be ready to receive that. It's really lovely. Wow, that's so nice. The readings have been lovely so far. Well, just one more after this. Beneath the deck, you get the Fool. And I think the Fool is, the Fool can take risks, but I think that you are not about to take risks. To me, it looks like you've been building your foundation, and why take risks now? You're still just going to move steadily on. In the near past, you have this working hard on something you get it with the 6 of Pentacles. I think that you have felt like you've worked hard on building stability, but you haven't seen the fairness of it. But yet, I think you have, at the same time, you've also seen a lot, it bear fruit in so many ways. But maybe along the way there has been some unfairness. So you've worked really hard for this, despite whatever unfairness there was, I feel. So something's coming to disrupt your foundation, and it need not be a bad thing. So the sculpture that you've been building maybe gets torn down for you to rebuild. But I think that this is like a big, like an epiphany, or this offer maybe rattles you. There's something coming in that, but I don't think it's bad at all. I think it's really powerful and positive, that helps you take your next steps. But it's almost like showing you what needs to fall, and which parts of this thing that you are building and working on is complete, and which needs refinement. I would put it that way, So maybe an arm falls off, maybe because that arm was disproportionate or something like that. But it's looking lovely, Earth Air. And then you get the wish fulfillment with the 3 of Wands. It's almost like you're waiting for your ships to come in, but you've still got a little bit of a way to go. Work with your wishes. Put them out there, Earth Air. Make them clear to spirit, or to whoever you are. Yeah, make them, verbalize them if you need to. I feel like getting clarified with this central thing here. It says here muddled, unclear thinking. It says forest. So, did you get the Hanged Man? Yes, you got the Hanged Man. I don't think that you have unclear thinking. This is not what this suggests to me. But there is something to be said for working with the forest. What I think this is suggesting is that there are things that are unclear, that you are still clarifying things. You're clarifying your dreams. So put them down in writing. When your ships come in, what do they look like? This seems to be a theme here. This hard work that you've been doing, what to what end? And why this muddled, unclear thinking also makes sort of sense. You get the Ace of Swords in the reverse here with the Emperor. What does this look like, this Emperor on the throne? This is what you need to think about. It can be that you sell yourself short, like sometimes you lack in confidence, but that's one aspect of it. But also, are you clear about what you will do with your Emperor status? Let's say you have been wanting a job. Your dream is to head this department or whatever the case might be. When you get it, how will you rule? And really, I don't believe in ruling, but how will you metaphorically rule? Have you thought about that? And maybe that's part of your dreaming, that's part of your clarifying. So you can even work with the woods, go and be in the woods and feel what it's like to gain clarity and find your way out, and then go and write about that. What was that? What were the things? Play, have fun, earth, air. And with the awakening, the Hanged Man, you get the Five of Swords. I feel this is you being the Hanged Man, but letting go of all that is game playing. Maybe you are needing to confront it so that you can let it go. Where do you perceive it? Where do you do it? Where is it real? Where is it in your head? Where do you shoot yourself in the foot? This looks like plotting. So just work with that, With the Chariot, you get the Seven of Wands. So the Seven of Wands is in reverse there. I think that you need to be, I think it's linked to the Emperor. What does standing up for yourself look like? What does this moving forward look like? To what end? Where are you taking your Chariot to? What does standing up for yourself look like? What does it mean? I think you, like the group before, are doing some detective work as well, like playing with the forest. It's almost like you are taking yourself into the muddle so you can feel the muddle, and you can feel what the way out is. I think you are at a crossroads, like a significant moment, time. It's very powerful, and it's like with the around you with the devil here, ego, you get the Seven of Cups, like choices. But I feel like in order to make these choices, which I feel offers are going to come in, well, maybe offers, yeah, you need to be clear. You need to be doing this work to open yourself up to those offers. With the Wise Counsel, you get the Page of Wands. I think this is just saying, be open to all the offers and look at them with an open mind. However, with the Page of Wands in the reverse there, I feel like you are needing to be, there's the page and there's the page. So there's those offers, right? You are needing to do this work of inner clarity first, in order for you to know what it is that looks right and feels right for you, earth, air. And oh wow, look at this Page of Cups, your advice, the Page of Cups. Open heart, open-heartedness to, gosh, I think you must do all this work with this innocence and open-heartedness. I think that you are at a very, really lovely space, and you've done a lot of work, and you are getting prepared for the next step in your journey, and this is what's required. It's just, wow, living in the moment, opening your heart to yourself, just being heart-centered. I don't even want to say more than that. Do all of this from a heart-centered space. Try to keep reminding yourself to come into your heart, to be heart-centered, and feel how that stills you, earth, air. And there's this offers coming in, but you get the devil here as well. So this is the same card. Here it's in the upright, and here it's in the reverse. I think that it comes back to this Emperor's, where do you play ego games and feel, well, if you get lots of offers, you can get caught up in, oh, should I, shouldn't I? And remind yourself to get back into your heart-centered, and with an innocent, like a really innocent approach to yourself and to the situation, or just to situations generally. I think that's what you're being invited to. And with this devil showing up with nature here, working with nature. So if you find yourself getting confused or flustered or whatever, because that's what this reading is suggesting, that could happen because you are on the brink of something, or you have done a lot of work and you're ready for your next steps, and it looks like offers coming in. So you can get flustered. Just bring yourself back to nature. Remind yourself that's just your negative ego chattering away. Bring yourself down to this heart-centered self. The 2 pages of cups. Right? And do the, walk in nature. Put your feet on the ground. That helps ground you. That's why I think this devil shows up with the word nature, to remind us of this need to be just be with nature when we find ourselves ungrounded. Yeah, I hope this helps you, and I send you lots of love. Please give me your feedback. I will chat with you again soon. Bye. Welcome back, Fire Earth. I did you first, and I did you 3 times, and something went wrong each time. And so I thought I would leave you for last. Let's see. Okay, interesting. The sun beneath the deck. Lots of joy and happiness. Okay. The High Priestess in the near past. So you might have been doing work with the High Priest or with your intuition. You've been learning to trust your intuition. And it's significant here where we are. Let's see why. You get the King of Swords here, looking quite bored, right? But the King of Swords also talks about speaking truth, gaining clarity, being wise, acting with wisdom. Let's see, maybe because there's a situation that has been a bit sneaky. There's been some game playing. To me, it looks like it's ending. It's in the reverse here. You get what you need to think about is another King of Wands. Where do you sell yourself short, Fire Earth? That's what I get. The King of Wands there. Look at you. You've done all this work and it's about to bear fruit. It's really beautiful. This whole scene is about pregnancy and birth and joy and abundance, and it's beneath the surface. But you don't, maybe sometimes you second guess yourself. The Chariot shows up again for you. You're ready to move forward to the next step of your journey, the next level of your journey. It's really lovely. Look, the charioteer is guiding with a wand, forward, and has magical unicorns taking the chariot forward. So you are ready to move forward on a journey. But something needs to close out, perhaps, for you, Fire Earth. Let's see when we get clarifiers. There might be something that's just unfinished business, but you are ready though. In the near future, something's coming into balance. Possibly you're going to see this. It's because of this. You see the work that you've done bearing fruit, maybe in the form of bonuses, a new job, a new beginning, a fresh start. I don't know, but you will be seeing yourself, seeing the fruit of your labor is what I would say. And you get the 9 of coins there in the near future as well. It's beautiful. It talks about independence. So maybe you get a job that allows you this independence to stand on your own, to choose to be, like you can stand on your own and so choose to be in partnership with others if you wish. But you have your own complete independence in a situation. The Chariot again. So you really are, you've got the Chariot and the Sun. You are moving towards something beautiful. It looks like fire, earth. I feel like there are doubts. You have doubts. So let's look at them. With the High Priestess, you get the Temperance card of Temperance. So this is talking about you've been working hard on your intuition and having a balanced perspective on things. You've been trying to keep harmony within your life, and it's beautiful. At the center, you get this King of Swords and the Page of Swords. There's a need to speak out about something fire, earth. There's something that requires you to stand up for it, by speaking. It requires words. Maybe there has been something that's robbed the joy of this. Someone's tried to get away with some kind of sneakiness. However, what I'm also seeing though, maybe you need to speak up. But I still see that you've come out victorious despite all these challenges, and I think it's because you were determined to not let anyone rock your boat, and to sit still and to trust in your intuition. It's a really calm energy, but something is not complete. Maybe you are dealing with the Knight of Wands and a fire sign. It's possible. But there's something here that is not finished, and maybe that's why you, with all this work that you've done and this joy and abundance, there's still something that you need to speak out about so that it doesn't repeat itself, I think. In the unconscious, you have this with the Page of Wands. This Page of Wands has been showing up constantly here. I think that this is saying just keep doing what you're doing, but also take time out to smell the roses. You've been doing a lot of hard work. It's going to show fruit, but you also need to just chill a little bit. Here you are ready to move on your journey. There is a blockage. There is some kind of block here. It might also be in your self-belief. I'll get a clarifier for this. Which comes back to this, right? So for some of you, that's what that King of Wands is showing up for. There's something that you have not, you're working on this. There's ways that you don't see your worth. I've been struggling to get the words for you. And that can get in the way of the enjoyment of this, of you moving forward. So look at where you might block yourself. Fire, earth, which is what the Seven of Swords can also show up as, you blocking yourself. And then you get the Earth Mother and the World. So something is not over, and it might be related to an earth sign. You might be that earth sign, but some cycle hasn't closed. Let me get clarify for that. Something hasn't closed there. You know, for some of you, it could literally be that you're pregnant and you're just close to the ending of that. And you might be lacking confidence in your ability to be a parent. And this is saying that you've got it, you know, that you shouldn't be afraid. And here you get dog, protection from a powerful friend. So maybe a dog plays an important role in this thing, or dogs do. But dogs, to me, also speak about loyalty. So something's coming to a close, and I think that then it's bringing with its ending something beautiful, something that's full of potential. You know, pregnancies result in the birth of a new human or new being. So it's like the precursor to something new. With the Six of Coins here, this balance, you have the Oak King, the Hanged Man in the upright, and I think it's suggesting that this thing that you've been waiting for comes in the near future. Whatever you've been putting out there, this balance comes in. So you've been doing the inner balance, and you've been working hard on something, and now it's showing as outwardly, financially, something is brewing beneath the surface. Your advice is the Three of Cups and the Two of Wands. I think it's this smelling the roses, celebrating your achievements, celebrating the ending, this thing that's about to end. When it does, celebrate it. Like mark it as a ritual before you take your next steps. It kind of like binds it as a completion, you know. It owns it. It's so important. And then in your outcome, you have the Nine of Coins with the Magician. So you're very close to this new beginning, but something is still closing out, and that's okay, you know. This new beginning promises joy, a lot of joy and happiness. But the outcome is that you feel independent, and I think that what this is saying is that you are now ready for this next step. By this end of the cycle, you won't have taken that next step, but you are likely to be. It's like preparation for that. Let's see. But you get the Chariot twice, like the group before, I think. Wow. Claw. Did you get... Yeah, it says not to take risks, but I think you are slowly, steadily. So maybe that is important, that right now take risks. Like say, for example, if you're close to the end of your pregnancy and you say, oh, I can do this, even though the doctor said you shouldn't, just, don't do that, The turkey here, it says don't be reckless. But let's see. Overall. I think you're moving towards like a lot of abundance, really. Wish fulfillment. August. Spear. I think this is talking about getting clarity. Don't do anything silly, is what I would say. Let me see if there's anything else. Is there anything else with No, I'm going to leave it there because I'm getting nonsense. Someone is behaving stupidly. It's 3 times it's fallen out. So I'm just saying, don't take risks. You've done so well, Fire Earth. You've done all this work. You're ready for a new beginning. Just let it show up, and don't get in your own way. Don't talk yourself down. That's it. Be loyal to yourself. And let the cycle close out so that you move towards this beautiful new, joyful new beginning. Yeah. Okay, Fire Earth, I will leave it there. I hope this is recorded. I will chat with you again soon, and I'd love your feedback. Bye.